What's up, y'all? Jake from Guitar Center. We're here at NAMM 2025 hanging out with our friend Ryan at the Ibanez booth, and we are checking out a sampling of some of the new and exciting models that they've got. I'm ready to just dive straight in. Shall we get started?
Let's do it. Let's do it. So what I have in my hands here is one of our new finishes in our Ibanez Axe Design Lab series. This model is an SML721. What kind of core features that are neat about this guitar is, first of all, the gold hardware sticks out like crazy. These are our Q58 pickups. Has our dynamic switch here that kind of changes a little bit of the tonal variety. It's not actually like a pickup selector switch in the sense of like a coil tap, but more of kind of like a frequency kind of switch. Rosewood fingerboard, stainless steel frets, locking machine heads. But the real thing is this light multi-scale. So if you're familiar with traditional multi-scales, you know how they go out really crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty aggressive usually.
Pretty aggressive. This is a light multi-scale. So it's a 25.5 on the low E string and 25 on the high E string. So what that allows you to do is you still have your cowboy chords, your C chord, your G, your D are in a real neutral position. You don't have to kind of deal with that multi-scale nature. But as the farther you get up and the farther you get down the neck, the more you take advantage of the multi-scale features.
So for people at home who might not know what multi-scale gives you, can you give us like a real quick rundown of what that is that you're getting once you get into that higher register or the tension?
For sure. So on multi-scale, one of the big things is string tension and intonation wise. So the longer the string is, of course, the less floppy it'll be when you're playing. So down tuning particularly is something that works on these. This particular model is tuned in drop D, I believe, right now. But the ideal thing too is also hand position. When you get down towards these lower frets, you get a much better, more natural hand position. I'm sitting this style, but if you're playing classical style more with a footstool, it gives you a much better hand position and easier access to play some different shapes. So you're not kind of bending your arm around trying to get these.
And you get that slinkiness kind of up top at the same time for easy bends while still getting that string tension down low.
For sure.
For the gent people who are, caveman going up those low strings, 100%. Okay, sweet. Can you tell us a little bit more about these pickups?
So yeah, they're Ibanez Q58 pickups. They're the ones that are also on our Q series guitar. They were specifically designed to be used to test it almost through like the neural quad cortex, those kind of things, plugging directly in kind of the new age of musician with like the YouTube digital interfaces kind of things. They do sound great through an amplifier. We have it here through one of our older Tube Screamer amps. They're definitely high output, but they're not overpowering. So there's still nice clarity on them and definitely some good definition with the notes.
Totally. So it's going to sound great through your favorite modeling software, modeler, or your tube amp, whatever the one is that you choose. This is going to sound sweet. With that in mind, shall we give it a rip?
Yeah, I'll just do some kind of just general riffage. We'll show down some low down and ho down, and then we'll throw some cool shreddy stuff in there and just give you a kind of rundown and sounds and do some sweeping stuff. All right.
Awesome. Can you tell us what you're flipping right now and what that's doing?
Yeah, I'm kind of rolling the tone back a little bit to kind of cut down on some of the higher gain, tiny little roll the gain out. Using the alter switch, I'm going to try and dial it up just a little bit different. This gain off, I have a Tube Screamer plugged into the amp too, so we're getting a lot of extra stuff. But you can kind of hear, turn it up.
Oh, okay, so you get that extra dynamic option, and it's pretty noticeable.
It is pretty noticeable, especially because right now I'm in the bridge pickup. If we go up to the neck pickup, quite good.
That's awesome. So with that, let's hop on over to the next. All right, so what do we got here?
We have our brand new AZ standard line guitar. And so if you're familiar with the AZ line, it came out a couple years ago, and it's been completely crushing everything. They are a little bit thicker of a neck than our normal, thin, pencil-thin necks that you think of. So it kind of caters to a different player. That was the idea. But, I mean, shred guys and jazz guys and blues guys and, the guys from Polyphia are all using these AZs now. Even Tim Halley from, Fit for an Autopsy, he has an AZ. So, deathcore bands are playing them. So they're really taking off. And in our series of lineup, we had the Prestige, the real high ones. We had the premiums down there. We had the essentials down at the bottom. We were missing this whole little point in the middle. So that's where these AZ standards come in. And wait till I run down these features because it's going to blow everything away.
Let's get it. Yeah, we were kind of talking off camera a little bit, and you were sharing, like, there's some things on this that you're normally not seeing in that sort of price range of the market.
For sure. So we'll start off, flame maple top, can't beat that, alder body. But when I turn the guitar around, a couple features that really stick out here, this all-access neck joint. This is found on the Prestige models, the premium models, and it's on these now standard models. Roasted maple neck, locking machine heads, and then the real kicker, stainless steel frets.
Okay, that's a real wild card. That's something, I mean, especially a lot of your kind of modern players are really looking for that. They're so durable, and that's one of those premium features that is really rare at this sort of price point.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I can't think of any other guitars that I can think of that have all of these features loaded into that kind of a price point of a guitar. The thing plays amazing. It has our Ibanez pickups in here. We also have this dynamic switch, which were similar in the other guitar, found on this one. This is found on the higher end AZs as well. And this guitar just feels great. It looks great, and it plays great too. It's crazy. I looked at them when I saw them hanging on the wall, and I saw the initial price point. I was like, "Is that right? Like, this can't be. There's got to be a typo."
I mean, yeah, something that's so striking about Ibanez. So my first pointy guitar was an Ibanez, kind of similar sort of range, and I beat the absolute crap out of this guitar, and it holds up to the test of time, and it still feels premium. I think a lot of other guitars in that sort of range, you don't get that same feeling, and these will give you everything that you need. You're not going to outgrow it, and of course, as you move up, and if you want to grab for those more premium guitars, 100%, but you're not quite able to get there yet, this will do the trick in the meantime.
For sure, this guitar is an absolute monster, and especially like the stainless steel frets. When I saw that too, I was just like, what are we doing? How are we doing this? But no, I can't wait. These are going to be available. They're starting to come into the United States now, so it's going to be available in stores not too much longer. And I really can't wait for people to start seeing these and taking them off the shelves, because there's no way they're going to believe that this guitar costs what it costs.
And they're lookers as well. At this price point, to see a finish like that, it's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a wood top too. It's not some print type thing. It's actually wood. So
that's amazing. So give us, before we get into the playing, quick rundown on the pickups. I understand the switching is similar to, or the same as what we saw before. Yes. What pickups are we seeing here?
So these are new Ibanez pickups. These particular ones were designed for this guitar. These are more of the modern. I think they're called the custom modern, and then we have the custom classic, and then other guitars I'm going to show you in a minute. Again, a little bit neutral kind of point. They're not super high gain. They're also not super low gain. The idea behind these guitars is for all sorts of players. So we didn't want to have anything that was super crazy, but kind of subdued. You'll see they got a nice bright bite to them, but not too overpowering.
Awesome. All right, let's hear it. Sick.
It's got the tremolo on it too, so you can do those kind of expressions on there. It's ridiculous.
It's approachable. It's versatile. It absolutely rips. All right, so we got another finish. It's one of a couple of different finishes, but this one has a slightly different setup. Same series.
That one you have in your hand, the AZ24S1, the AZ22S1. First thing you'll notice, 22 frets as opposed to 24. These are more of a classic voiced pickup. But the similar finish, you have this flame maple top, alder body, access neck joint, roasted maple neck, locking machine heads, stainless steel frets, kind of a different concept, a little bit of a, with the single coils, you get different sound combinations. But between the two of these guitars, I mean, there's really, you're going to find something in either one that you like. So it's not like, oh, it's missing something that I want. We have options for both.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound too thin. I think that's something that a lot of single coils sound too thin.
No thin. Sounds very thick for a single coil.
Awesome. All right, so let's move on to the AZ Prestige.
Let's do it.
What do we got here?
We have the AZ2402 in a new color, this nice green apple color. So this is a Prestige. These are the top of the line guitar. This guitar particularly is like I said, in the top of the line. It has the Gotoh tremolo system on here. This is the ones that are found on Scott LePage and Tim Henson signature models. Duncan Hyperion pickups. They're pickups specially designed for Ibanez. This one roasted maple neck and fingerboard. And then it has the Gotoh Hap Magnalock tuners. So locking tuners on there.
Awesome, and that same carve on the back of the neck, which is...
Yeah, you can see right there, same carve. See the back, has that cutout on both of them. It's crazy. So I know I say crazy a lot, but I don't understand how we did this for this price point and just all the features. And you know, the Prestige, of course, is the Prestige. You get what you're getting from Japan, but this guitar rips as well. So
all right, let's get into it. Let's hear some playing. Awesome. And again, similar control layout, or is this the same setup just on HH?
Similar control setup. HH does have that same switch that the other one has. And this particular one, though, on the other ones, the tremolo is decked, so it's flat. This one does have a little play, so you can really...
Wow, that's quite a bit of play.
It does, and it's actually really super tuning stable. The locking machine heads on these really help keep that there. So if you see like the guys from Polyphia and such and they're going crazy on it, and that thing holds in tune. So these are awesome tremolos.
Yeah, awesome for studio, awesome for live, awesome for just hanging out. Yeah, these are sweet. Thanks so much for having us. If y'all want to learn more about these new Ibanez guitars and everything else that they've got coming out at NAMM, head to guitarcenter.com. And to learn more about all that's new from NAMM, stay tuned on Guitar Center's YouTube channel. Thanks so much.
Hey, thank you so much. I want to thank Guitar Center for coming out and joining us today here. Day 3, grueling NAMM show, but we are still going strong. We're going to finish strong. Thank you guys for all your support for all over the years and coming out and hanging out with me today and exploring some cool new toys and guitars.